Okay, this will be an interesting one. I've done one like it before. Okay, let's see if we can make this look good. This will go 400. And we're going to make this into a negative positive image. I wonder what background colour we're going to give it. I'm going to leave that out. Going to make it a little bit more contrasty. Going to darken it. Going to darken it there too. Hue, we're going to warm it up. See if we can make this look really nice. Alright, let's see. Right, let's see what we've got. What are we going to use this time? We've got here, this is from the State Library of New South Wales, and this is May, I think it's May Gibbs and her Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie. Yeah, May Gibbs, that's her. She did that. She seems like a very nice person, May Gibbs, from what I can tell. She did some really nice stuff. I'm not big on her stuff, really, but I'm not really big on big artists anyway, as a general rule. But she seems like a nice lady. I've just got a really good vibe about her. I suspect she's really nice. Like, she just feels like a nice person. Some artists are really up themselves, and it shows. Like Ken Dome, for example. He's a real asshole, from what I can tell. I don't have any respect for him. Anyway, that's not the greatest. We're going to have to make it better than that. I think we've got to add a background colour. But basically, I just have no admiration for the likes of Ken Dome, for example. I just don't have any. We're just going to kill that off. Actually, we're going to put that in, and we're going to get the contrast is gone. But basically, I think May Gibbs appears to be a nice kind of a person. She's not alive anymore. She died. I don't know when she died, but yeah, I just got a feeling she's a nice person. I don't know why. But I just do. I think I forgot to darken the exposure, the copy density. No, I don't need to, because I've got that in play. So I'm just lost the red because I touched that. But yeah, I just got a feeling May Gibbs is a nice kind of person, like an elderly sort of lady, a really nice elderly. Oh, of course, she wasn't elderly all the time, but I just get that feeling she's like that. That maybe she would have been a nice grandmother. Anyway, that looks a bit better. It's not the greatest. There's a little bit of yellow, you can just see it there. Wondering what else I'm going to do with this. Going to make this look really nice. I really want to give this a really good look. But yeah, she just comes across as a friendly, almost a friendly, benevolent sort of a soul. She is. She just comes across as really nice. I don't know why. She just does. Wondering what we're going to do with this. Gonna take this, and we're just gonna, this is a bookmark. I don't want to throw it away, it's too beautiful. I just think the gumnut babies are really kind of sweet, really cute. I don't like throwing things away that are cute, even though I don't want them. It's really funny that. I just find cuteness really endearing. I find these gumnut babies really endearing. And sometimes it's hard to deal with things being so endearing. I've had problems in the past where my fear of death made endearing topics such as this really unbearable. But that was the old days. But I've overcome this dreadful fear, and basically, yeah, I've learned to overcome it. But it wasn't something that I could do overnight. You know, I had a lot of fear and angst, and I do believe my mum's going through it as well, and she's really upset all the time about stuff. And now we're going to put this back in positive mode. This is going back to positive mode because we're making a negative of a negative, which she calls a positive. But basically, yeah, my mum's having a lot of troubles dealing with things, and I think the fear of death is on her fucking plate as well. So I can see how she's having trouble, but this looks really nice. This has come up a treat, better than I expected. I might move it up a bit to better compose the image. So I'm just going to slide it up a fair bit. How much will I take it up? I might take it to the edge. But basically, my mum's going through a lot of sadness and depression, and she's really not in a happy state of mind and spirit. She doesn't have a very happy existence, and I do think of her, and I do talk to her almost every day, in some way, shape and form. Some days I don't talk to her, like when I've taken a day off work and I don't want her to know about it, but apart from that I normally give her a ring, basically. I'm wondering if it could go up even higher, but basically she is feeling really sad and scared. She's really scared of life, you know. Life is really scary for her. It's not nice and it's not fun and it's not creative what she's going through. I know she can be creative. She can actually paint and draw herself, even though I can't. And she hasn't used that gift for a long time. One of her sisters was a successful or semi-successful artist. She's dead now, but she was a successful painter and drawer, or painter. I know she painted. I don't know whether she drew, but she painted, and she did really good pictures of nature. And I saw her at the Queensland Art Gallery back in, I think it was 1991, whenever it was. I must say I haven't been I'm actually thinking of cutting this in half now and making that the centre of the job. But basically I've never had that kind of creative success in my field of photocopier art. I haven't succeeded in making a name for myself yet. I'm trying my best to that's right, we do it this way. I'm trying my best to make something of my work as an artist, even though it's not an easy thing to do. Being an artist isn't an easy thing. Trying to promote your creative wares is not easy, folks. It's a very difficult thing to do, and it really takes a lot of skill, not just in the area of making the art, but you got to basically be good at marketing yourself. You know, without being, not marketing in the negative sense, but marketing in trying to get your work out there in the galleries and get people to recognise your stuff. I'm just not a good salesperson in that respect. I do things on my own better. I don't have the ability to get people actually interested enough to hang my stuff in their gallery. Now this has got to be enlarged bigger. I fucked up. But basically my work, now why is that line there? I wonder. I think I didn't put it against the edge properly. But basically, that's interesting. I think it's, I wonder where that line came from. But basically my work, I just haven't been able to successfully market my stuff. It's not an easy thing to do, folks, to try and get a name out there for yourself. It's very difficult, but it's something that I've had a lot of trouble with, getting my work recognised. I'm not a very good salesperson, but I'm trying to use social media to sell my work, to show people that photocopier art isn't always an easy ride. It can be difficult, like what you can see. What I'm doing here is I'm struggling to get a really good composition happening and getting the enlargement correct and the colours and all the rest of it. And I don't know what that fucking line is. I don't know what I've done there. Oh, hang on, I'll have to look at the original. So I'm having difficulties, folks. It's that line, and that was against the edge of here, so this has got to be overlapped. So see what I mean, folks? Even simple things like this can sometimes throw even a person like me off. So I'm just trying to remember where I had this, how I had this positioned, and just position that properly. So now I'm going to have to make this a bigger enlargement, much bigger. So you can see now, folks, the technicalities behind this art form is really high. There's a high amount of technical expertise when dealing with equipment like this. It's not always easy, folks. You got to know it's not easy, and sometimes it's so easy to make errors and mistakes. It is. It's very easy, folks. So don't believe the critics that say that photocopier art or machine art is always easy. Sometimes it is easy. There are times when you get a really good good thing happening straight off. But then now I've still got this fucking band on here. I'm wondering, what have I done wrong, folks? Maybe I haven't enlarged it enough, but basically you can see here, this is a really a technical thing that I'm trying to achieve, and I'm really struggling, even as an experienced practitioner of this kind of art. And sometimes I try to take shortcuts, and I don't seem to they don't become like shortcuts. They become long and difficult. I just don't know what I'm doing at the moment, to be honest. I don't know why I've got that black band on the copy. I thought I eliminated that. I'm just going to check. Yes, we've eliminated it. Unfortunately, we've made it too big. It doesn't look as good as having the leaves up there. Wondering if we could make it better, or maybe whatever. I might have to just use a bit of creative license here, and I might have to distort I don't know what to do, folks. I'm going to make this 160 like I did before, and we're going to make this 170, hopefully 170, and we're just going to call it that. I'm really struggling with this one, folks, and this is going to take up a lot of toner and paper and time on my micro SD card space, but it's all right. If I can make this demo come up a treat, after all the trouble that I've put myself through trying to create this, well, so be it. That looks all right. Wondering if we're going to do anything more, or we're going to keep it like that. We can just see the edge of that band right there. But we can just leave it like that. Or maybe I'm just going to see what else we're going to do. Am I going to lift the top, or am I going to leave it? I just don't know, folks, what to do. I really don't, anyway. I'm actually thinking we're just going to move it across a little bit. I've got a gut feeling I'm going to fuck this up. Big time. I'm just going to fuck it up. And I'm going to make it more work, more difficulty. So we're just going to slide it across. And we're just going to go here and see if we've made this better. This is going to be a really prolongated demo, but you can see, folks, making photocopier art when you're trying to do it properly is not easy. It is not easy at all, folks. Just make no mistake, and that looks a lot better. We now haven't lost that dreaded band. We lost some of the image, but at least the band is gone. And we're going some of this image here, which looks really nice. I'm wondering if we're going to start to finish it off. We're going to make this the center of our job. But as you see, it's a bit compressed. But what can you do? It doesn't look distorted as you'd expect with a bit of compression, a bit of slight difference between the horizontal and the vertical, or X and Y. So we're going to just print this off. I just hope I didn't actually make too much of a compromise trying to get this demo completed. It's a challenge, folks. It's a challenge, and trying to treat something nice like May Gibbs and do it tastefully. You know, you got to do it tastefully. Sometimes you don't want to get too crass about it. Some things are good for the tacky treatment, but not this. We don't want this looking tacky. But we give this a tasteful... no, we don't want image shift. Damn this... Oh, fuck. That was me. I can't blame Konica Minolta for it this time. But this is going to be a really long demo, folks. This May Gibbs inspired demo. But she seems like a nice lady. I hope I see her again when I myself die. I hope I meet her one day. I hope she's in a happy place where I'm going. Because I'd like to... She would be a nice person to meet when I finally die. I do believe, you know, you do have life after death, folks. But that's another story. We're mainly just concentrating on the essence of this piece of work I'm creating. So I'm just assembling the May Gibbs picture, or my version of May Gibbs. So I hope, if May Gibbs was alive, I hope she wouldn't be upset if she saw this. If she saw my reappropriation of her hard work as a beautiful artist of these lovely creatures. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think we can now call this May Gibbs marathon demo. We can call it quits. Gotta go.